When darkness falls, our stories come alive. Welcome to Scary Bedtime Story.
It was on a moonless night when Anna moved into her new apartment, seeking a fresh start after months of restless sleep and dreams that gnawed at her. The building was old, the walls thick with a kind of silence that presses in after midnight. The neighbors had greeted her politely, their eyes lingering a moment too long before they shuffled back into their own rooms and lives. Anna brushed it off. After all, city people kept to themselves. Unpacking in the dim glow of her bedside lamp, Anna found a small wooden box tucked deep in the back of the closet. It was lined with dust, clearly forgotten. On the lid, a faded red thread was wrapped around a rusty nail. Something about it gave her pause. She set the box aside, promising herself she'd look at it in the morning. But that night, as the wind brushed against the window and Anna tried to fall asleep, she felt a strange chill in the room, an odd, persistent feeling that she was not alone. She closed her eyes. From somewhere in the apartment, she heard a faint creaking, like old wood shifting, or footsteps? Anna forced herself to breathe slow. She was imagining things. Of course she was. Then, something rapped softly against the closet door. She sat up, her heart quickening. The apartment was perfectly still, save for that faint, persistent sound. Anna reached for her phone, but the screen was dark. Power outage? No. The lamp still glowed warm and yellow. Swallowing her fear, Anna approached the closet. Her fingers hovered over the door handle, her mind spinning with memories of childhood warnings. Never open the door if you hear something at night. But curiosity tugged harder than caution. She opened the door. The box was still there, the red thread now hanging loosely from the lid as if someone had unwound it. For a moment, Anna hesitated. Then she picked up the box. It felt oddly warm in her hands. Inside, nestled in faded velvet, was an old photograph. A family stood in front of a house. This house. Anna squinted. The faces were blurry, but the little girl in the front, clutching a doll with a red ribbon, looked unsettlingly familiar. On the back of the photo, in childlike scrawl, someone had written, "The thread keeps you safe. Never let it break." Anna shivered. She glanced down. The red thread was now lying across her wrist, as though it had wrapped itself around her without her noticing. That night, Anna dreamed. In her dream, she was a child running through endless corridors. Behind every door, something waited, something just out of sight, whispering her name. She ran, and always in her hand was a length of red thread. At the end of the thread was a door she knew she shouldn't open, but could never resist. When Anna awoke, the red thread was tied tightly around her wrist. Days passed. The city seemed to grow quieter at night, the silence pressing harder with each sunset. The neighbors avoided her eyes. Shadows stretched long and thin across her floor. Each night, Anna dreamed of the house, the doors, the red thread. Each morning, the knot around her wrist grew tighter. One night, as she brushed her hair before bed, Anna caught sight of her own reflection, and for the briefest moment saw not herself, but the little girl from the photograph, her eyes wide with warning. The dreams grew darker. In them, The red thread unraveled, winding through rooms and down staircases. On the other end was something cold, something waiting. Sometimes Anna saw her mother in the dreams, standing behind a door, whispering, "Don't let it break. Don't forget who you are." Anna woke with her heart racing. She stumbled to the kitchen for water, but paused when she noticed something odd. The door to the apartment, which she always locked before bed, was ajar. A cold wind slid through the gap. Anna tiptoed to the door, the red thread still tight around her wrist. The hallway beyond was dark. At the far end, she saw the old woman from the apartment across, staring with hollow eyes. The woman pointed at her wrist, her mouth moving but making no sound. Anna tried to speak, but her voice was gone. Back inside, Anna saw the box on the bed, the red thread now pooling around it like a spilled secret. In that moment, she remembered the dreams, the warnings, the feeling of always running. She was not Anna, not truly. She was the girl in the photo. This had always been her home. She had left once, but the house and its thread had never let her go. Anna realized she had been here before, in another life, another story. The red thread was not a curse, but an anchor. It kept her from forgetting the truth. She was both the ghost and the dreamer, haunting herself through time. The wind outside calmed, the house settled. Anna, or whatever remained of her, lay down in her bed, the red thread gently looping her wrist to the frame. She closed her eyes as the silence deepened.